Hey Nick, it's you, and we are in Unc-Craft today. We have finally made it to the server. I've done some playing and some exploring in here already. Nothing crazy. You can see I already have 25 levels, so we've gotten some experience here. But if we hop up this way, this is my temporary base at the moment. And this is the world spawn. So this is anytime a player comes in for the first time, they're going to end up right here. And they'll see Jerry. So let's go through some of the things that are going on here first. I'll just have Jerry take it away. He's not very helpful. Sorry about Jerry. He isn't very chatty. Welcome to Unc-Craft. My friend Nickbot is over by the farmland. He can give you a better introduction to the server. The lectern behind you is a really good resource for the installed plugins and how to use them. There are a lot, and some of them are really useful. Also, you may want to visit the campfire down the hill. Okay. Well, thanks, wise chicken. So we head over to the farmland and we see Nickbot over here. And he doesn't have too much to say yet, but this is what he says for now. Hi, thanks for being here. This server has a few fun plugins installed. One of them is Fancy NPCs, which is how I got here. There are a bunch of cool additions, but my goal is to keep the feeling of a vanilla experience. This is my first time running a server, and a lot of these features are very new to me. If you have any questions or suggestions, shoot me a message on Discord or leave a sign at my base. Have fun. And then back here we just have a little bone meal thing. So if these are all dead or like not grown yet, you can quickly grow some seeds, some wheat. And then you can see this is what we have collected so far. I just wanted to grab a hoe really quickly from my chest over here. Oh, I don't even have one. Time to make a hoe, you guys, because I want to show you this fun plugin we have installed. Alright, so one of the things that we have is fancy NPCs, and then we also have fancy, what is this called? Fancy holograms. So yeah, for here, just for a server rule, this is like a starter farm, so anyone who comes over here should breed the animals before killing, so I just have a little notification over here. He was talking about the lectern that has the fancy plugins, and this says, do not take book. So when you come in, it says installed plugins and their features. There are more that have not been included because they're either admin only, or I have not figured out how to use them or to get them working yet. LOL. Subject to change. And I have a couple more that I haven't included, like in this book. I don't even mention fancy NPCs, fancy holograms, because those are admin only. And then I think I have like XP bottling that I haven't figured out how to make working yet, and some other things. And then these are all subject to change because I think some of them are a little cheaty, but I'm honestly okay with a lot of that. So Anvil Unlocker is the first one. Just basically makes the too expensive Anvil notification go away, and you can just keep enchanting stuff. That helps you keep expensive gear, and if you're using like an infinity bow, you can just keep repairing it without needing mending or anything. Better mending allows the player to sneak and right click a mending item to repair it using stored XP. Super cheaty. I kind of love it. I think it's a good incentive to get rid of excess XP. A lot of the thing in my survival series I would notice is that my personal survival world I would get like 100+ levels and I would just have nothing to do with them, and then you lose it all when you die. So I like the idea of being able to use that. Click villagers. This one's particularly cheaty. You can sneak and right click villagers to pick them up in your inventory. You can also anchor them, which makes their AI go away. They just stay completely still by sneaking and right clicking with shears. And then you can claim them, which makes them invulnerable with a shovel. In the config file you can change that. I might change that one, but we'll see. I also do like the idea of having a claimed villager. So we also have disenchantment. That basically just makes it so that you can take enchantments off items and put them on books one at a time. Pretty sweet, and it lets you keep the original item, which I really like. Enchant Book Plus allows you, this one is probably the first one that I would get rid of. Enchant Book Plus, you can combine books like Efficiency 5 with Efficiency 5 to get Efficiency 6. I would love to have stuff like that in the actual base game. And since there's such a high XP cost for some of these things, I think that's like a super fun way of using lots of XP. Let's go to sleep really quickly. It's getting a little dark. And then we'll resume talking about some of these plugins. All right, next one is graves. You get gravestones. It's like a death chest, and it holds the player's items for 3 hours. I think I have it set to 20 minutes right now. I'll change that later. I think I like 20 minutes, but I think 3 hours is a little bit more reasonable for like a server. Um, it creates a waypoint and then a compass, so you know exactly where you need to go to get your gravestone. We have head drop. This is only PvP, so if someone kills you, they get to keep your head as like a little souvenir. Infinite villager trading. This makes it so that villagers automatically restock their trades. There are lots of nerfs to villagers in 1.21.11. So this is just kind of something that helps make it a little bit easier. If you have like Hero of the Village and you're trying to take advantage of having a hugely discounted trade, I think it's fair that if you have enough resources in your inventory, they should be able to trade with you to that maximum amount. So I like this one a lot. Invisible item frames. This should just be in the game, but this plugin lets you do invisible item frames by doing 8 item frames or 8 glowing item frames around a phantom membrane. I think that's a super fun crafting recipe that adds that into the game. Sit, super simple. All you have to do is do /sit, and then you sit down. And it's cute, it's fun, it's like a fun way to interact with the world, and I think this is something that should also be in the base game. Also does not require OP permissions, which I think is sweet. Scythe. Let's take a look at what Scythe does. So this uses durability, but if you right-click with a hoe on any fully grown crop, assuming you have seeds in your inventory to replace it, it will regrow the crop for you just by right-clicking. So there we go. So that first time I didn't have seeds in my inventory, or I didn't have enough seeds in my inventory, and then didn't allow me to replant. I think that's a super fun, not very cheaty, super useful thing to have in the game, especially for a hoe. I feel like that's such a fun utilization of the tool. And look at how fast this is too. It's also not instant, so you do have to wait like a couple of ticks, or I think it's one game tick for it to refresh, and then you can do it again. So it's not like you can just go like with a ton of them. Let's get rid of some of these seeds over here. Also, something that I noticed about my gameplay is that I am very flicky with my camera, and I need to remember to not be so like all over the place. All right, so that's Scythe. Yeah, you have to have at least 1 seed. Sniffer Exploited. This one's really fun, and I've never played with sniffers at all. I've found no reason to do that. I don't really care about anything that they reveal. But this makes it so that if you feed them sugar, they explode, and you get a potion of sniffing, which helps reveal ores to the player. I think that's super useful for netherite, and I think that's like a fun way of interacting with the sniffers, which I feel like are not particularly useful. So sue me. Also, sniffers dig up slime and slime chunks, which makes it a lot easier to find slime chunks, which I think is super cool. Vein Miner enchantment. So pickaxes and axes can be enchanted with Vein Miner in order to automatically mine ores or logs. Nothing else. You can't do stone, you can't do netherrack, you can do nether quartz, but like only ores, only logs. Librarian villagers also have a chance of trading Vein Miner to you as a book, which I think is super balanced, a really fun way of unlocking Vein Miner, and it will honestly take a while to get it. I'm pretty sure you can get it in an enchantment table as well. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. But I haven't tested that out yet because I haven't gotten an enchantment table here yet. All right. So those are my NPCs at first. We have Nickbot, Jerry, the Wise Chicken, and down here, there I am. I'm flicking again. We have Unc. So this is what the Wise Chicken tells you to come and visit, who the Wise Chicken tells you to come and visit. And you can see he's an original Steve skin, just staring at this campfire, and I wonder what he has to say. I've spent my whole life working to create the perfect world. And yet, as I stare into this campfire, I realize that nothing I could ever create will compare to the beauty that was already here. This world is so beautiful, it almost hurts me to watch it change. Is to create really to destroy? But still, I feel a fire burning in my soul. It tells me to make my mark for those who came before me and for those who will follow. So I sit here, Unable to choose between what was and what could be. Now you too must face this decision. Whatever you choose, I trust it will be the right one. Thanks, Unc. Perhaps you should go. For now, this is where I'll stay. And that's it. That's what the Unc has to tell us. And I think that's like a fun way of a very dramatic but very fun way of introducing the players to the server and being like, what are you going to do here? Are you going to preserve the natural beauty? Are you going to make huge farms? Are you going to tear into the earth? What is it that you'd like to do? Whatever you do, it's going to be the right decision. But something that I always had a struggle with in my personal playthroughs of Minecraft is, oh, this terrain is so beautiful. I want to build something here, but I also don't want to tear it down or make it ugly with my build. And the reality is whatever you do is the right thing to do. So I wanted to include that. I also think it's nice that he tells the player to go. It's like, hey, get out of spawn before you start building. But other than that, that's pretty much all there is that I've done in spawn. I did some light exploring out that way, and we'll take a look at what I have collected so far. These are all my like random miscellaneous valuable items. These are the mob drops I've gotten. We got a buried treasure and like two we got one ruined portal and two shipwrecks. We did a short mining expedition. This is what we've got so far. I have 3 diamonds plus the 10 here. All this iron plus the iron that's on my armor. Oops. Some lapis, some coal, a little bit of copper, some obsidian. We can make an enchanting table and almost a portal. We need one more if we're going to make a portal as well. This is all the saplings I've gotten, all the wheat I've collected, all the animal drops, and we have some extra food. And then these are all the miscellaneous blocks that I have and tools, other stuff. So yeah, this is a player head. I have an alternate account that doesn't have admin powers, and I used it to test out some stuff like the head drops and the gravestones and stuff, and the /sit command to see if you needed OP for that. So I did some other testing as well. I've spent a couple hours in the server, but I haven't done much exploring or base building or anything. So I think that's our next step. All right, I think it's time to go exploring. What do we need to do first? I think first thing I want to do is villagers. I want to get a couple, and we have click villagers, so it's way easier. As soon as we find a village, I can just grab them. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think for base setup, I want to go over here in the jungle a little bit. We have this, we have this sparse jungle over there that has a lot of flat ground. And I thought it'd be really cool to do like a base in the sky kind of vibe, because the build limit is so high and I've never done a build like way up in the sky. And I love the green grass, and having that area underneath I think would look really good too. So I think we're going to do a temporary setup on the ground over there. We'll do like our little villager trading situation in the jungle, at least for now. And then we'll start bringing them up once we get some terrain up there. I think we're good. So I went that direction last time. I think now we're going to go this way and see if we can find a village. I know over here there's a pillager outpost. So maybe we go this way instead. I can see one up there now. I think one day, or eventually, we'll turn that into an ominous potion farm. But I just kind of wanted to check out this area. This is actually a really cool looking area with all the hills and everything. So let's just see what's over this mountain. I think we should head up to the top of this mountain and see what we can see from there. Okay, seems like there's a whole lot of nothing over here. I think it could be fun to go along the coast over here and go by boat. So I think that's where we're going to head next. Looks like we found a shipwreck, and more importantly, we found a coral reef, which is awesome. Coral is such an awesome decoration block. But we're going to see if we can loot some of these chests in here. Mending boots? No way. Wait, we have disenchanted, so I could probably collect that. Uh-oh. Game froze. Oh, we're good, we're good. Buried treasure map? That's a regular map. Is this bugged? Yes. Weird. Okay. Okay, well, I think we got gypped out of a buried treasure map, which is kind of sad. I don't know how that happened. That was super strange. I don't have Silk Touch yet, so I can't really do anything with this stuff. I think our best bet is going to be to go back the direction we came and then go the other way, because we didn't see anything this way, and now all we have is ocean. We can come back here later when we're ready to do some more ocean monument exploring. Getting sidetracked. I see a ruined portal over here. Curse of Vanishing. Another lodestone and our last obsidian we needed. Cool. All right. Also, look at this cliffside. That is just so cool. Oh my god. That's crazy looking. When I started this world, I actually found it by just doing a random seed on chunk base. So the formation of this world started with what some people would consider cheating. Okay, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Armadillo. I don't know how to get the... I don't know what to call it other than scute from these guys. The armadillo shells. I don't want to hit him. Do I need to hit him? I'm not going to hit him. I'll come back. Okay, he's not going to give me his armor. And that's okay. I got to figure out how to get over there. I think this is a different pillager outpost. Because I think we're pretty far away from the other one. Whoa. And I don't know if I should try to get some Allays or if I'm just going to die. Oh, I see him right there. I don't know how to... Ooh, I don't know how to take care of them, though. I don't know how to protect them. Oh, God. So we'll come back. We'll come back. We found a crucial find. Oh, look at the tiny little bit of rain. We found sunflowers. I'm just going to take one, because as soon as you have one, you have infinity. Because all you need to do is do bone meal. So now we're just heading back towards spawn. Okay, so I have a mod called Voxy installed client side, and that allows me to load terrain from really far away. So normally I wouldn't be able to see this terrain, but since I've already loaded it in, this was the mountain that we climbed over originally, I can see it from way, way, way far away. So here's one negative of having Voxy installed. Ooh, didn't even see those. When the terrain hasn't been loaded, you do get some weird glitchy terrain looks. It's not really glitchy, it's just that it hasn't loaded in, so you just see a whole bunch of dark spaces where the terrain hasn't loaded in yet. I guess I could explain some of the other mods that I have installed. All of them are basic client-side things that I would normally have on any other world that I play on. The main one is Mini HUD. I use that all the time. It lets me know my frame rate. It's estimating my MSPT, which helps me see if the game is freezing or anything. I also use it for, like, you can see the biome there, my location, obviously, and how many days I've been on the server or in the world. I also like Mini HUD because I can see light level overlays, so I can see where mobs can spawn and where they can't. I also have the gamma override, which makes everything brighter, especially in the morning. In this room, it gets just so bright. Sometimes it's really nice in the dark to be able to see better. Other than that, I have Tweakaroo that helps with a bunch of general little quality of life things. The main one, I think Tweakaroo is the one that I have the zoom on. I do really like the Tweakaroo zoom. There's a couple other things like the block placement. I can place blocks diagonally. I think that's Tweakaroo. That's just a really nice quality of life improvement as well. I just happened to not load that tiny little bit of chunks in. That's funny. But yeah, nothing super cheaty. I have Light Matica. I don't plan on using that a lot here because I'm gonna try not to use any creative like worlds and then transfer those builds over. But we're gonna see. We're gonna play it by ear. I think other than that, I can actually just look. Carpet. I don't use carpet very much. Chunky. I've had issues with that, so I haven't been using it. Iris for shaders, Light Matica, lithium and sodium. I have Mini HUD, Malolib's just a library, and Voxy. That's the one that helps me see far. That's it. Nothing super crazy, nothing super cheaty. I mostly use Mini HUD. I really like Mini HUD. Okay, so world spawn is just right up there. We're gonna head this direction now. And just see if we can find a village anywhere over there. I think there's more savannah in that direction. But I would really, really love to find some villagers here in a sec. Ugh, we found one. There it is. Alright, we're going to head over there and then take a quick nap so we can clear this rain and this nighttime. And then we'll grab some villagers. I'm excited. I haven't used this plugin yet, so this Click Villagers plugin, so I'm excited to see how this goes. All right, here's our first victim. Come here. Ah, yeah. Oh my god, that's so much fun. Look at his little head. Okay, right click to place the villager back. He doesn't have a job yet, but if he did and he had like unlocked trades, it would tell me what those are here in the UI. Let's also pack up some of this stuff here. I kind of wanted a separate bundle just for villagers, but I don't think there's going to be that many of them over here. Do we have a hoe? I didn't even see that at first. Okay, wait, let's see. So this guy has a wheat and a carrot trade. If I pick him up, does it tell me? Yes, it does. Awesome. Oh, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I love this. Okay, let's grab some more, and then we're going to go and get some saplings, or some propagules, I believe they're called. But there's no one in here. Ugh, nobody's home. Look at this. This is bizarre. I've never seen a village form like this. Oh, baby. What's his trade? What's your trade? No bucks. Now you're mine. I'm also going to take these because these are super annoying to make and super useful. And then we're going to collect all the books. We're going to collect a couple of propagules. I got 10 now. And I've got all the villagers I could find. I only found 5, which is actually fine for now. I can use 3 of them for a villager breeder. And the other 2 I could use, or actually I guess I could use 2 of them for a villager breeder and 3 of them for a iron farm. So we got enough for now. Okay, I changed my mind. I decided I'm going to leave 3 of them here. I'm going to leave the farmers and the librarian and just take these 2 guys and do a villager breeder from there. So I'll put these guys back in their homes. And then if we need more later, we don't have to go quite as far. These guys should stay safe enough. So you can go here, you can go back, and oops, you can go back. And the last things that I want to collect before we start heading home are more seeds. I think I see potatoes and beetroot, and hopefully there's carrot here as well, because I don't have any of those. There we go. I don't need the root, I just need the seed. Collect a couple more. Don't need that. Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, of course. Okay, before we go home, I do think I want to explore a tiny bit more. So home is that way. I think I want to go this direction and just see what's behind this forest over here. There's another pillager outpost. We found 3 of them so far. All right, this might be a bad idea. But here we go. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm actually goated at this game, so it's not going to be a problem. No one up here. Ooh. We got this one. Let's hear it. Nice. That's a good one. I'll take the iron, the wheat, and I might as well take that. Cool. So it looks like this mangrove forest or swamp goes way far out that way. Whoops. And is not very wide. Oh, but it does kind of circle back around, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get a ominous potion. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm about to get just murdered. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright, we're running, we're running. Woo! Evasive maneuvers. I haven't seen a guy with a banner yet. There's 2 allays. We've seen so many. Okay, you hold on to a potato. Oh, yeah, and so now you'll follow me. Hey, come here. Let's go farther away and see if they're following me. Yeah! Okay, I love these things. Okay, so we also have 2 saddles. I think I might grab a horse. Ooh, this guy's got a lot of health. Alright, here's the test. Let's see if he is fast. He's certainly not. Give me that. Oh my god, wait, it says it up there on my mini HUD. I didn't even see that. 9.5. I wonder what I wonder what the max is. Oh wait, he's really slow. I thought he was gonna be fast. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, according to the wiki, it says 14.2. Actually, I'm so lying. This is the AI overview on Google. It says that it's 14.23 blocks per second. So this guy, he's not that fast. Not that fast, but he's faster than this guy, right? 9.5 versus 10.2 and a 2.8 jump, and he has way more health, and this guy has a 2.0. So this guy's worse. Psh, whatevs. Okay, that is probably the best horse we're gonna find for now. Good health, better speed than the other guys. Oh my god, are you serious? There's so many of them. We ride into battle. Oh my god. This is the same one that I was at before. I went in a circle and I didn't even realize. Check it out. This guy's got a spear. That is crazy. I've never seen that. Oh my god. That was crazy. That was so much damage. I can't actually believe that's how much damage that does. Ugh. No! Oh, there's no way I'm getting out of this hole. Dang it. Okay. Quick thinking, quick thinking. Move, horse. Okay, I know you can jump 2 blocks. Let's go. Yes. Whew. That was a little stressful, not gonna lie. Alright, we gotta figure out how to get home safely now. Ooh, check it out though. We got a ruined portal over here. 2 more lodestones. These things are loaded with lodestones. Aquafinity rocks, thank you. Okay, this one seems to be not glitched out. That's good. I got some iron and some emeralds from the other chest over there. Okay, I think it's right here. There it is. Iron spear. Don't we have a stone spear at home? I think so. Do I want this TNT? Maybe. I'll take the food. That's pretty sweet. And I'm out of bundle space. What do I not want? Okay, you come with me, you come with me. TNT's kind of cool. I'll leave the gravel. I don't want the crystals. I think that's all we need for now. Oh, and I don't need either of these now. Sweet. All right, now we're going home. There's an unfortunate amount of water in this journey back home, and there's no way I'm riding a horse through the bamboo. So I don't know how I'm gonna get this guy over there. All right, we're gonna try our luck going through here. Oh man, yeah, this is brutal. Oh my god, I'm gonna crash the server by doing this. Oh, I think I might have made it through with 2 durability left on my sword. I think we're back. I think that's our spawn right there. And it's just about to be nighttime. This is perfect. And we made it. Oh, that was quite a journey. Okay, we have a lot of stuff. I think the first thing I want to do is just throw a lot of it into a chest. Okay, we've done some sorting, but I quickly just wanted to test out if this actually works the way I think it should. Yes, it does. Oh my god, okay. Cool. Our first mending book. There we go. Now I can throw these leather boots away. I do not want them, but we stole the enchantment off that, and it cost us 10 levels, which I think is very reasonable. So now we have a mending book. That's awesome. Okay, so I have 3 more things that I could pull enchantments off of, and it looks like it's different for everything. So if I wanted to pull this off, it's 11. If I wanted to do this one, it's only 10. And I think this one's 11 as well, yeah. Not going to do that for these right now. I have slightly limited XP, but we do have one more XP thing that I did want to check out. The way that we're going to have to do that, though, is by building an enchantment table. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 diamonds, and I have the books. Put them away. Okay, so we have a plugin called XP bottling as well. I want to see if I can actually pull that off. It says in the wiki that I just need to right-click an enchantment table with a glass bottle, and it makes an enchanted potion. Oh, and it takes 7 XP. Okay. Cool. So that's really useful. So now I can store my XP instead of having to hold on to it. And this is cool. Okay, so next I do want to test out the spear, because I legitimately have no idea how to use this thing. But we're going to need a little bit of wheat first, because I'm going to test it out on my poor cows. And let's tower up a little bit. And I think I don't know if it's vertical speed only, or sorry, horizontal speed only, or if I can like jump down and use it. And I was going to breed these guys first. Whoops. All right. Now let's try it. So, I mean, I know the mace, you're supposed to be able to like jump and then hit them, but I think this should be speed, right? So I should be able to go like this. Oh, that totally works. That's radical. But then I think if I'm just sprinting, it's not quite fast enough. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to commit to using this iron spear for now, because I can attack enemies from way farther away. And it only does 3, but it has 1.05 attack speed. Let me actually just double check with the sword I threw away. This has 1.6 attack speed, so it's way faster to attack with this thing. Yeah, it's pretty fast. And if I have any speed, I can spike them. So I think I'm going to commit to trying to use the spear and see if I like it. I've been using an axe primarily. I do really like fighting with an axe. But we're going to try this out because it's new to me. Okay, I think that's probably where I'm gonna end the episode today. We've got a good amount of stuff. We have our 2 starter villagers, so we can make a villager breeder right away next time. We have our first mending book, which is crazy. Um, we have some good loot. We have some good armor trims. We have an enchanting table and enough obsidian left over to make a nether portal. We have some good loot. Pretty good start. We have a good horse, 2 allays. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. But I think next episode we're going to try and move all of our stuff over there. And then we're going to try and get a villager breeder started. And maybe I'll try and fill out some of these chunks because this is getting a little crazy looking. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.